King Uther Pendragon ruled with wisdom and strength. He was a good king. He cared for his people. He kept them safe. The land prospered under his reign. Uther's castle, Camelot, was a beacon of hope. Knights trained in its courtyards, ladies danced in its halls, music and laughter filled the air. It was a time of peace and abundance, but even in the brightest of days, shadows lurk. A darkness was brewing on the horizon. The kingdom's fate hung precariously, soon to be shaken by unforeseen events. One starlit night a stranger arrived at Camelot. He was Merlin, a powerful wizard. Merlin possessed wisdom beyond measure. He could see the threads of destiny. His eyes held the secrets of the future. Merlin sought an audience with the king. He spoke of a prophecy, a vision of things to come. A time of great change is coming, Merlin warned. Danger approaches the kingdom, and the throne itself will be challenged. Uther listened intently. He respected Merlin's wisdom. He knew the wizard spoke truth. A shadow of worry crossed the king's face. He feared for his kingdom. He feared for his legacy. Despite the looming darkness, a joyous event occurred. Queen Igraine gave birth to a son. They named him Arthur. The kingdom rejoiced at the arrival of their prince. He was a symbol of hope, but their joy was short-lived. Tragedy struck Camelot. Queen Igraine fell ill. No physician could cure her. The queen, weakened and fading, bid farewell to her beloved son. She died with a heavy heart, leaving Arthur an orphan. Uther was devastated. He mourned his beloved queen. The kingdom shared in his grief. The shadow of Merlin's prophecy seemed to grow darker. Merlin, ever watchful, feared for the young prince's safety. The prophecy spoke of treachery. Enemies, both seen and unseen, would seek to harm the boy. Arthur's life hung by a thread. The prince must be protected, Merlin declared. Uther, consumed by grief, entrusted his son to the wizard. Merlin promised to safeguard the child. He would take Arthur to a safe place, a place hidden from prying eyes. Under the cover of night, Merlin spirited Arthur away from Camelot. He took the young prince to a secret location. There, Arthur would be safe from those who sought to harm him. He would be raised in secrecy. His true identity would remain a mystery. Section 5. Darkness over Camelot. King Uther, heartbroken and alone, ruled for a time. But the grief of losing his queen and son took its toll. He grew weary. His strength faded. The kingdom felt his sorrow. When news spread of Uther's death, chaos erupted. With no heir to the throne, ambitious lords fought for control. The kingdom, once united, fractured. Darkness fell upon the land. The prophecy had begun. England descended into chaos. Without a king, the people despaired. The knights were scattered. The once strong kingdom was vulnerable. It was a dark time for all. Far from the turmoil, Merlin took Arthur to Sir Ector, a noble knight known for his honor and integrity. Merlin knew Sir Ector would raise Arthur with kindness and courage. Sir Ector and his wife welcomed the child into their home. They raised him as their own, alongside their own son, Kay. Arthur grew strong and brave, unaware of his true heritage. He learned the ways of knighthood from Sir Ector and his men. Merlin visited Arthur often, disguised as an old man. He taught the boy about honor, justice, and courage. He instilled in Arthur a strong sense of right and wrong. Merlin, however, never revealed Arthur's true identity. England, meanwhile, remained in turmoil. The land was divided. Warlords and petty kings fought for control. The people suffered greatly. They longed for a true king to unite them. Fear and lawlessness gripped the hearts of men. Bandits roamed the countryside. Castles were besieged. The once great kingdom had fallen into disarray. Stories of Uther's lost heir circulated in hushed whispers. Some held on to the hope that Arthur would return. He would save them from the darkness. Others dismissed it as mere fantasy. Despite the despair, a glimmer of hope remained. Rumors spread of a powerful artifact, a magical sword said to be embedded in a stone. An inscription on the stone declared, "Whoso pulleth this sword from this stone is rightwise king born of all England." Many attempted to draw the sword, but none succeeded. The blade remained firmly lodged in the stone. It seemed the prophecy would never be fulfilled. England would be condemned to chaos. But destiny has a way of unfolding as it should. Arthur, oblivious to his true heritage, was growing into a young man. He was strong and kind, brave and compassionate. He possessed all the qualities of a true king. One day, a grand tournament was announced. Knights from across the land gathered to compete for glory and honor. Arthur, still unaware of his lineage, accompanied Sir Ector and Kay. Kay, eager to prove himself, forgot his sword. He asked Arthur to retrieve it. Arthur, ever helpful, set off for their lodgings. But the house was locked up tight. Searching for a replacement, Arthur stumbled upon the sword in the stone. Without hesitation, he drew the sword from the stone. The crowd gasped in astonishment. The blade pulsed with a brilliant light. Arthur had fulfilled the prophecy, though he didn't yet understand its significance. He had taken the first step toward fulfilling his destiny as the once and future king.